Hello and welcome. Let's discuss this question that came in the year 2023 and is related to the topic agriculture. Now the question is, consider the following statements. India has more arable area than China. Second statement, the proportion of irrigated area is more in India as compared to China. Third statement, the average productivity per hectare in Indian agriculture is higher than that in China. Now let's see the comparison between India and China as far as area, agriculture, productivity and irrigation is concerned. Now India has 50.4% of arable land of its total area. Now the total area of India is around 3.29 million square kilometer. And China's area, this is total geographical area. And China has around 9.6 million square kilometer. Now India is around 34% of China's area, that is 1/3 of China's area. Now as far as arable land is concerned, India has around 1.6 million square kilometer of its area, total geographical area, as arable land, whereas China has around 1.08 million square kilometer as arable land. So it comes to around 11.3%, whereas as far as India is concerned, it is around 50.4%. Now as far as irrigation is concerned, 48% of arable land in India has irrigation, whereas in China it is around 41%. As far as irrigation and arable land is concerned, India has more area. But when it comes to average productivity per hectare, then India's productivity is comparatively low because China is technologically advanced, and that is the reason India has 2.4 tons per hectare rice productivity and 3 tons per hectare wheat productivity. Whereas when we compare this with China, China has 6.7 tons rice productivity per hectare and 5 tons wheat productivity per hectare. Also, there is one graph related to agricultural area. This graph is provided by Food and Agricultural Organization, that is FAO. As per this graph, China has more agricultural area. Now agricultural area includes arable land. In question, arable land is asked, land under permanent crops and permanent meadows and pastures. As far as arable land is concerned, arable land are those land which are tilled regularly, tilled or cropped regularly. So basically here the crops that are grown are known as temporary crops. For example, rice or wheat. These are seasonal crops. In permanent crops, mostly plantation crops like palm or fruit trees falls under permanent crops. As far as meadows and pastures are concerned, meadows are fields or areas having grass, areas having grasses, whereas pastures have both grasses as well as hardwood plants or trees. So both grasses plus hardwood trees or plants. Pasture land and meadow, they provide fodder to the animals. So these are for animal rearing and farming or pastoral farming. So if we consider this, then India has around 180 million square kilometer. This is in million square kilometer. And China has around 500 million square kilometer area as far as agricultural area is concerned. But since the question is regarding arable land, let us see the question again. Now the question is, India has more arable area than China. Yes, India has 50% of its area as arable area. Also in terms of area, 1.6 million square kilometer, whereas China has 11% of its total geographical area as arable area, that is 1.08 million square kilometer. The proportion of irrigated area is more in India. This is also true because India has around 46% of its area as irrigated area, whereas China has around 40 to 41% of its area as irrigated area. The average productivity per hectare in Indian agriculture is less. So this statement is wrong. Only two statements are correct. Hence, B is the right answer. Thank you.